Let's take a look at subtracting with decimals. I'm going to highlight the decimal point because the first thing that I would like for you to do on a piece of scrap paper, and it does not need to be grid paper, it can be any paper you have around the house, place your decimals in. Notice that we have 2 digits and that we are subtracting. Always pay attention to the sign. I know that my first digit, I'm checking to make sure that it is a bigger digit. And I know that it is because 2 is in the ones place and the second digit, 1, is in the ones place. If you need extra support, I would suggest you do the following. Notice a digit before the decimal place, 2 digits behind on your scrap paper, slash, slash, slash. So you have digit in front, 2 digits behind, second digit also, 1 digit in front, 2 digits behind. Now let's go through and look at our numbers. We have 2 and 13 hundredths. I noticed that I have a 2 in the ones. There are 2 ones. I'm going to place a 2 in the ones. If I'm using my scrap paper, I'm noticing I have my decimal point, and the 2 is in front of the decimal point because it's in the ones place, so 2 in front. Looking at the second digit, and we're just going to take this 1 digit at a time. So if Miss Nigro can, it's a little different with this sandboard at home. We're just going to not focus on that right now. Just going to focus on the first one. Now let's go back. We have 2 in the ones, 2 in the ones, and 2 on the line that represents the ones. My digit behind that decimal point is a 1, and that 1 is in the tenths place. I'm going to place it here, and on my scrap paper, place it right behind that decimal point. Now I have a 3 in the hundredths, 3 in the hundredths, and the second place after that decimal point is hundredths, 3 in the hundredths. I am done with that first number, and now I'm going to focus on that second number. I have a 1 in the ones place, 1 in the ones place. I'm going to put that sign in first. I have a 2 in the tens, 2 in the tens. You have a 4 in the hundredths, 4 in the hundredths. Draw my line, drop my decimals down, and then get ready to solve. So let's take a look. We're going to start with the hundredths place. We cannot take away more than we have from that top digit. So we cannot do 3 take away 4 or 4 hundredths from 3 hundredths. So the answer is no. I go over to the tenths to regroup, cross out that 1, make it a 0. We're going to regroup over here. I'm going to cross out that 3. You're going to make that 13. You're going back to your basic subtraction that you've always done. The only difference is you are dealing with decimals. And as long as you line up your decimals right away and drop them down, you will be okay. So 13, subtract 4, and I'm going to pause because I want this to be a we do where we are doing this together. You should have 9. And now we're going to go over to the tenths place. And be careful. I'm sorry, ignore that 2 so that you're not confused. I'm going to bring it down here. Oh, that doesn't help. Now we have 0 take away 2. I cannot do. My answer is no. I go over to the ones, cross out the 2, make it a 1, and bring over 10. Sorry, fourth graders, I'm running out of time. 10 subtract 2, 8. Go over and check the ones place. 1 subtract 1. You can put in a 0 as a placeholder. Let's double